How's it going, guys? Mark Bursteiner here with Techno Buffalo with a hands-on for you, and we're going to be looking at the brand new HTC One A9. This sucker is brand new. It is a little bit of a departure, as you're going to be able to tell from the changes in design. That might look a little bit familiar to you. I can think of at least one device in particular that sports this kind of metal back with antenna bands and a very similar speaker grill down at the bottom, but we'll move on from that because this thing's claim to fame is it is the first non-Nexus device running Marshmallow, and it's not just running Marshmallow. This is actually HTC Sense again. So it is HTC Sense, but underneath the Sense, it's got enough sense to be running Marshmallow in 2015, which is pretty cool, which means that this fingerprint scanner down here on the bottom, which does work indeed when it is off, which is nice. Watch, ready? Boom, we're in. That fingerprint scanner does indeed work with the new APIs that are available in Marshmallow, which is great. Underneath the hood, it's running a Snapdragon 617. That's an octa-core processor clocked at 1.5 gigahertz. That's one of Snapdragon's newer processors, and it does come with a feature that we're going to talk about in just a second. In terms of storage, it's got 32 gigs on board and 3 gigs of RAM under the hood. Now, let's talk about that 617 really quick. This is one of the new chipsets from Qualcomm from, I believe it came out last month. It not only supports Quick Charge 2.0, it's also forwards compatible. That's not something that you hear very often. It's forwards compatible with Quick Charge 3.0, which is up to 40% faster than 2.0. So this should get you a full battery in just about no time. Over here on the side, you'll see there's a couple of SIM doors, and those aren't both SIM doors. There's just one SIM door. They've gone so far even to make sure that they're labeled for you. So written SIM right there and SD right here. So you'll be happy to hear that it is indeed expandable via SD all the way up to 2 terabytes, which is pretty cool. It's going to be coming to the US with all the bands that you would need for all your GSM carriers, and that includes band 12. So that's exciting to hear. I can't wait to start using more devices on band 12. I know John's crazy about band 12, so I'm pretty stoked on those high speeds on T-Mobile as well. That camera on the back, again, just a smidge similar to, maybe a little familiar to something you might have seen on the market with the round flash and the round lens. That is not an ultra-pixel camera. It does not have an ultra-pixel sensor, but you do get an ultra-pixel sensor up here on the front-facing camera, just not on the back. The back is a 13 megapixel camera with a 2.0 aperture. Nothing else in terms of bells and whistles, nothing crazy, no OIS or anything like that. The device so far feels pretty okay in the hand. You know, the devices that it's emulating aren't exactly, you know, the worst on the market. My only lament is that it is really kind of done already. I miss HTC in its heyday. You know, we were just having a conversation in the office about the HTC Hero and the Nexus One and all the great devices that we look back on from HTC so nostalgically. And I just don't feel that way about them anymore. Not to mention, I feel like the bezels on both the top and the bottom are just way too big. I'm not sure why there's an entire HTC logo down there when we've got one on the back. I realize that it might be confusing who made this device, but it is definitely an HTC device. So this is the HTC One A9. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would like me to check a little bit more thoroughly between now and the full-on review, but in the meantime, just wanted to make sure you guys had a quick hands-on with the device. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Again, let me know what you want to see in the full review. As always, thank you guys for watching. Be kind to one another, and I'll catch you in the next video.